We're back, WWE 2K24. So, got some stuff to go over today. I was hoping to make this video yesterday, but the uh, the DLC pack wasn't able to be downloaded on PS5, so couldn't do it yesterday because 2K. But we get it today, so we're going to go over that today. We're going to view that. We got a couple of locker codes to go over. We've got a couple of we got some new drops in Faction Wars to go over. Don't want to leave, so let's go ahead and get locker codes out of the way here, I guess. Actually, let's review the Faction Wars. I haven't looked at those. I just know they dropped. You can see I have 78 tickets. I don't play Faction Wars because honestly the last update was not worth playing in my opinion. But so rotating cards. Got an Amethyst Apollo Cruise. No badges worth anything. Got the Candice LeRae Amethyst. No badges worth anything. Got Amethyst Indy Hartwell. Got a Sting like a Silver Sting like a bee. The badges just are not good on these. I mean, the Trick Williams has a tier 2 Sting like a bee and an Energetic Opportunist. I mean, they're not great. I mean, they're definitely inferior cards for Amethyst tier. So I'm not really sure why that would make me want to use the 70 odd tickets I have. But then we got permanent cards, which I'm assuming are just the rotating cards. I don't know. I didn't keep up with them. And then unlockable bosses. So these are the Amethyst. I think we had these. Didn't we have these last time? I don't know. I feel like we did, and they were kind of trash too. Okay, that Bailey's okay. Bailey's decent. I mean, it's okay. Better cards. Tier 2. Sting like a bee. Tier 2s always see coming. These do work well together, but fortunately they are tier 2. So those are the ones we had last time. They're not really, in my opinion. I find Faction Wars to be just a complete slog of a mode. It was okay before they nerfed it, before they lowered the amount of points you get and made it to where your shield runs out much quicker and you take more damage. It was actually, I don't know that fun was the right word. It was tolerable. That's the right word. What's wrong with Faction Wars this year is the whole having to unlock things by fighting them, having to go through all this tier stuff to do it, and having MFP and Faction Wars points. You know what I'm saying? Like you're really just dividing up the points, and when you do that, you just make neither one of them very fun to get. As opposed to if you just had the one like I did last year with MFP and you got whatever, it's just a fun little. I could take, if I had 10 minutes, I could run 2, 3, 4 matches and get a chance at getting some good briefcases. This year it's just the Faction Wars is just terrible. I mean, again, when it first came out, I'm like, oh, this is cool, and then after you've gone through it 4 or 5 or 6 times, it's just like, I don't know who. I mean, I don't know. Maybe people do enjoy it, and I'm not criticizing if you do, but it just doesn't seem like something that you would want to put on. I mean, it doesn't. It seems like it would if you'd made it an additional mode and left the tower, like called it the Gauntlet, Faction Wars Gauntlet or something, and left the tower alone. I would be like all for it, but the way they took the tower away and did that, because you just don't get anything from it. You get cards that are not great. Anyway, enough of my complaining. I mean, I'll probably find some other things to complain about before it's over with. But so let's enter one of their locker codes. So I never can. This is Pat Summer Gift 24. Okay, Pat's. Is that it? I hope it is. Okay, locker code was successfully. Now, I've read that this thing is, and I guess there's tickets in there because, you know, obviously, I, I don't know, that you only get one of the punches and promos pack, even though it says you get two. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe that's been patched since yesterday. I was going to do this yesterday, like I said, but I couldn't get the DLC pack, so I didn't want to just do the locker. I wanted to make a bigger video. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to just do a locker code and blah blah blah. So let's go look at our open packs. So we're gonna open some stuff here. I don't know which. Let's see. This is the Drew McIntyre Extreme. I don't know if I have him or not. Did you get with this locker code? I guess I don't. So, that's cool to get. Cards you don't have is always nice. I mean, this year getting dupes on these amethysts are not as bad because you do get a lot of MFP for them. So there's that. That is one good thing about this year is that you do actually get stuff for the duplicates. I never noticed on these. I never really looked at these, but there's barbed wire on that side, which I probably did I didn't really pay attention to. I just assumed. But there's a chair at the top, metal chair, folding chair. Okay, but anyway, you know, it's an okay card. Nothing like spectacular. So you only got one. Looks like. Anyway, only gave one pack. They just 2K, man. They just have such a problem of doing anything right when it comes to stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the times they actually get these right, as opposed to with correct what they tell you they are, is especially these locker codes. I feel like the last 3 years it's been kind of one of those things to where when they say it's one thing, it usually ends up not being that. Like, that's a very common thing with it. I'm going to open the cosmetic. And then this is for got one. I was hoping for a couple. So let's open the punches and promos that we did get. Alright. Got a wallpaper and a gold Superstar Series 1. It's just terrible, man, that you can't actually get, like, when you get a pack, like when you get a WrestleMania pack, you should get WrestleMania cards. I shouldn't get Superstars cards from it. Especially, it would be different if there was like 30 Superstars cards that were put in these things, but there's 200. You know, that's just, I don't know. It's just bad. Anyway, let's open the Pat McAfee's show pack. These, like other DLC, are probably disappointing. They are all red, so they're all amethyst, I guess. Alright, there is Butler. AJ Hawk. So they're all, at least they're all amethyst, I guess, as opposed to, like, you know, in previous ones they only make like 1, 2 higher level ones, I guess. I don't know. Boston Connor. Ty Schmidt. And Pat McAfee. Okay. So there's the cards. So let's look at them. Oh god, they're silver. So Sting Like a Bee and Rabble Rouser, I mean, they are tier 1, which is disappointing on an 85 amethyst. And you guys come back as ever. We got Ty Schmidt. Holy Interest Heavy-Handed. These are terrible. Rabble Rouser and Crowd Boost. Was that tier 3 Crowd Boost? It looks like tier 3. I don't think I've ever seen a tier 3 Crowd Boost. It doesn't even have a payback. It's an Amethyst 85 and does not have a payback. Does this one have a payback? I don't usually look at... Oh! mean, there's like silver cards. Oh my gosh, this thing like it'd be and a gold pain train. And this thing like it'd be in swiftness tier 1 and no paybacks. I don't understand. I don't understand how amethyst cards do not have a payback. I mean, I mean, most of them have resiliency, but I mean, if you don't have resiliency, at least put something on them. I mean, seriously. See, I found my other thing to complain about. But I mean, DLC cards have pretty much always been trash in this game. I always assumed it was because they wanted to kind of like not promote pay to win, and they're like DLC would be pay to win. But I mean, we see with packs this year and with the MFP grinding completely nerfed, and the way they do these packs and things, and the way they've done the card market, that they are 100%. 150% in on the pay to win. So make the DLC cards good. Seriously, just don't. I mean, make them decent. Don't make them trash. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those things. Obviously, it's. I would be ashamed. Anyway, and honestly, I knew. I mean, the DLC cards have been kind of an underwhelming thing for at least the last 2 years before this, so I didn't expect it. But I bought the WrestleMania one because I made a lot of content last year out of it and out of the game, and I'm like, oh, I get the DLC, and then the game's been completely changed. But anyway, so that's the pets. That's the it's just one disappointment after another. Let's go look at the live events if it'll let me in there. Okay, so just want to see if anything had been added. I think this stuff is probably new ones are probably out there for tomorrow. Got 2, so I guess the last DLCs we got 4 live events. I feel like 4 in the last DLCs we got. They weren't any good, but we do get this one where you can get a Braun Strowman. 6-man tornado tag. I hate 6-man tornado tag. This is a really good card though. I mean it's not. I mean it does thing like being heavy-handed tier 2. But it's got some cool stuff in it. It's got quick winner. It's got unscathed. Both is gold. And it has showman. So it's got 3 ways to get bonus MFP. So if you can play your cards right, you can get a decent amount of bonus MFP with this card. So it's a shame that we're having to resort to that this year. But it has resiliency. So that's not bad. And this one here, unless it changes, is 40,000 MFP, which is a pretty impressive amount of MFP. It's table tag match. So I don't know. And then we have one other locker code that should work. Secure the bag. That's what it's supposed to be. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, and 7,500 VC, which isn't enough for a pack. It's not enough for a pack. But it is what it is. You can definitely, you can pick up a decent amount of bronzes for that, which would help your collector's level if you need that. Because like I said, you can't buy packs with it. So, and I mean, you can't even buy gold with it. So, I think for most people, the best way to use it, unless you're spending money or expect them to give more VC later. I don't know. I didn't expect them to give this one. So, probably the best bet for most people is probably picking up those bronzes that you don't have. Because it's like 8, 9. I don't know. I didn't do the math. But anyway, that's our video for today. The trend continues of DLC packs being very disappointing. Very disappointing. I mean, I guess the only DLC card that was ever any good was like the Pink Diamond Bad Bunny last year. They did that one where you had the live event to get I think it was Rey Mysterio you could get with the live event. So I did buy that one because I wanted to do the live event. But that was actually a pretty good card. Um, but these are these are not these are not good cards. Hopefully those live events aren't like just a total slaughter because these cards are not great. But anyway, we do appreciate you joining us, and we will see you next time.